It's February 21st, 2026, Saturday. I was going to plan it where Aunt B gets out of jail on the Andy Griffin show on the 4th of July, but we already got a 4th of July episode where it's like aliens come down and Andy Griffin's like fighting them off. So here we go. The Andy Griffin Show, starring Andy Griffin. So Andy Griffin, he says, it's about time I release Aunt B out of the jail. So he walks in there and says, howdy, B. How's jail going? And she's like, Andy, you left me in here for 7 months since Christmas Day. When are you going to let me out? Well, you're going to get out all right, but I'm going to have to erase your memory for you let me out of there. Erase my memory, Andy. Erase my memory, Andy. What are you talking about? I'm going to have to call in Barney Fife as my deputy. Deputy Barney Fife, come out here. Comes out and says, reporting for duty, Andy. Reporting for anything you want me to do in law enforcement. So he says, we're sheriffs, and we're going to get Aunt B out of jail. But first, we're going to show off first. We're going to have to show off really good. What do you mean by show off, Andy? I mean, we're going to have to just like drug her up some so she won't remember how she got there. Andy, I think you have too much access to the drugs that you get when you arrest people. Well, not like I'm using them. I'm just using the drug Aunt B. So first we have to do a tranquilizer dart. Barney Fife, I want you to take this tranquilizer dart, put it in your mouth, and blow it on Aunt B. So it goes like that. She says, stay away from me. Blows it. She's asleep for 1 hour. Now open up that cell and drag her out. Now Barney, I want you to do this, and this is going to look like a fatality, but I want you to pour this cocaine on the ground. Okay, Andy. So he pours it on the ground, and he takes it and says, starts rubbing Aunt B's nose. Says, how do you like the smell of that, Aunt B? Does it smell like Vicks Vapor Rub? Rub it in her face and stuff like that. Now, Barney, I want you to pour some Coca-Cola on the ground and get the cocaine wet a little bit. How you like that, Aunt B? You like it? You don't mess with me, Aunt B. I'll rub your face in that Coca-Cola and that Coke on the ground. And then Barney Fife at this point says, Andy, I think that's enough. Andy. Oh, there's like 5 more minutes of her snorting that cocaine on the ground. She's asleep, so she's like snoring it up. And Andy, I think you proved your point. You're probably right, Barney. I think I did prove my point. Get her up, stand her up straight. Now what are you gonna do with her, Andy? I say this ain't over till it's over. So last time I saw her outside the cell, she tried to force me to eat a Christmas cookie, and Joe Witness don't eat Christmas cookies, and then she hold me at gunpoint. So we'll make sure this never happens again. So this is what we're going to do: tie her up to the wall, and she's asleep for 1 hour, so she won't feel any of this. So, but don't make sure don't type in flash off of it. But we're going to beat her with a whip. So go like this, go. And she got 5 lashes. And after she got 5 lashes, she untied her on the wall. And now Barney Fife, we're going to stand behind Aunt B, and we're both going to kick. 1, 2, 3. Pooh! Kicked her in the butt. And she fell down on the floor. And that's just abuse, by the way. And they tased her while she was asleep. And she didn't feel anything because she's so tired she didn't wake up when she got tased. Took her back to the house and laid her in bed. She woke up. And then when she woke up, he said like, hi, Aunt B. You was sleeping. You was in a coma, but we finally woke you up. So, Andy, I think I'd rather rest for the night. I'm not feeling so good. Well, Aunt Bee, I can bring you some chicken noodle soup and some good old and some what do you want to drink? Buttermilk, please. Drink a glass of buttermilk and some chicken noodle soup. And then talks to Opie. Said, Opie, Aunt Bee's back. She's back. She learned her lesson. She'll never do the same thing did to me when she did on Christmas. We had to take her down to the station, and on July 3rd we had to release her so she could enjoy the fireworks. And, we won't be out here enjoying the fireworks because Kingdom Hall have my hide roasted on some filet mignon, tied up like a Kingdom Hall rip the spine out like a shrimp popper and eat it whole. and let Opie talk. Said, Paul, I don't think she deserved. I think she deserved it because she held you at gunpoint. But what you did was a little bit harsh. 7 months. Opie, you're 14 years old. If you want to move out someday, you can move out and make your own rules. But this is Andy Griffin Show. We didn't name this show the Opie Griffin Show. If we named this show the Opie Griffin Show, there would be like Dennis the Menace all the time. And then he says, Paul, it looks like you're the menace. Now, Opie, go to your room right now, close the door, and before I pepper spray your butt. So he goes to his room, and Andy Griffin is staying in the house by himself, except for his wife, Whitney Griffin. Whitney's like, Andy, I think if I wasn't in this house, I think if I never moved to this house, at this point, you disrespecting Aunt Bee, and which I'm not going to judge you because it's your show, and sitting in his room, I would be standing here you would be all alone in your room. Well, I think the credit should close right now, and this be the end of the episode. And I think we ran out of time, but we really did a number on Aunt Bee. I mean, we snorted. She put Coca-Cola on her face and started rubbing it in the ground with Coke, and we tied her up against the wall, gave her 5 lashes with a whip, and tased her. She went through misery just to get back here. I think the next morning, it's just going to be this like give her a break for a while. I mean, this is my time as Andy Griffin to show Aunt Bee that I ain't playing her games no more. I ain't playing it. I'm going to take over this house. It's going to be my house now, not Aunt Bee's house. And that's it, folks. The Andy Griffin Show, starring Andy Griffin and not Opie Griffin.